Hi Libra, Happy New Year. It's Jen here. I wanted to give a New Year's reading. Nothing crazy, just previous energy, current energy, and where it's going, and maybe some advice cards. We'll see. Grab some clarifiers. If you're new here, my name is Jen. I give intuitive readings. Um, Definitely not the tarot pop with you're gonna win the lottery tomorrow and he or she is coming back next week. It's very straightforward. It's for your highest and greatest good. I do offer advice that can potentially help you if it resonates. So that's kind of my style of reading. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you for having me. Thank you for being here. Again, it's New Year's Day in the US, even though some people may consider New Year's April 1st or in the springtime. However way it goes, we are entering a new cycle. January is the new year, 2026, in a literal sense, right? Because we're going from 2025 to 2026. So if you do celebrate that, Happy New Year. So let's see what we have for you, Libra. Previous energy, you have the Five of Cups. Current energy, you have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Both of these are in reverse. And what's coming towards you is the Seven of Wands in reverse. So let's see here. So this is really nice, Libra. I see for some of you in the recent past, you've kind of let go some sorrow, some grief, some feeling of like sulking, that woeing energy, that just overall feeling, regret. It's in reverse, and I think that kind of has been the catalyst for the current energy, which is the Five of Pentacles, right? And the Five of Pentacles is kind of feeling left out in the cold, feeling like, is help ever going to show up? Um, you know, not to sugarcoat it, but it's also a kind of like a victim mentality, even because they are out in the cold, they are out in the snow, but there is a church there that they can go inside and get shelter and get warmth. So that feeling of, oh, poor me, but knowing that you can take the steps to get what you require and the resources, that's kind of in reverse. You're probably taking things into your own hands now, or maybe just your mindset in general is kind of changing. And as a result of that, you have the Seven of Wands in reverse, which means that you no longer feel like you have to defend yourself. You no longer feel like you have to stand your ground. You're probably setting boundaries, which is very good. You've done the work. You're no longer sulking in your woes. You're no longer feeling like, oh, why me, poor me, and you're no longer feeling defensive, right? That's what I get with the Seven of Wands in reverse. You no longer feel like I have to defend myself. It is what it is. Not saying that you don't have to protect yourself, so to speak, but I kind of feel like your defenses are coming down. You probably did some work emotionally with that Five of Cups in reverse, being upright. It's a feeling of regret and sorrow and, oh my God. And, upright, there's three cups that are spilled, but there's two cups that are still behind him that he doesn't realize. And I think for some of you, it's almost a feeling of gratitude. It's almost like, you know what? Let me pick up what I have left and move forward. Let me get out of that mindset of feeling like, oh, poor me, and this victim mindset of no one helps me. Let me, pull myself up by the bootstraps. And that kind of sort of led to you feeling safe in yourself, feeling safe in your own skin, and putting your defenses down and feeling like, you know what? I don't have to feel guarded all the time because I know that I am protected. And that usually comes from a change of mindset. Not saying that there wasn't a real life threat, but sometimes it is in our heads, right? Sometimes we make up scenarios, and not that we make up scenarios, but things happen, trauma, all types of things, they leak into our everyday world, projection, and all that sort of stuff. And when we kind of get a grip on life and kind of take accountability for ourselves, that can kind of lighten the load even if it's just with yourself and just letting your guard down and feeling like, you know what, I don't always have to be on edge. I don't always have to feel like I have to defend myself, right? So let's get a clarifier for the Five of Cups in reverse. Let's see here. Okay, Six of Swords upright. So you've moved on to calmer waters, and that's kind of the sense I was feeling. That was the feeling I was feeling from spirit. It's like, you know what, F this. I'm not going to keep crying over spilled milk. Not only that, I want a calm life. I want a soft life. I don't want to continue, you know, being in these muddy waters. I want to move towards something calm. And I think that was um, an introspective and a conscious decision. You know, with the swords, it comes from your thoughts, it comes from your mind. You felt it, you felt that something needed to change, or maybe you put down that sense of grief and regret, and logically you felt like the next best thing to do is to move on from it, right? So let it go and move on towards calmer waters. Clarifying the Five of Pentacles is the Three of Swords. Maybe you allowed yourself to feel the pain instead of running from it. Self reflection again, maybe you allowed yourself to say, you know what, and I'm being very straightforward here because I don't sugarcoat. Maybe it's me, right? Maybe it's me. If it's not me, what can I do to fix it? And sometimes that is a hard pill to swallow. But in your current energy with the Five of Pentacles in reverse and the Three of Swords, whatever it was painful but beneficial. You know, it's almost like a hard truth. Like I said, with the Five of Pentacles in reverse, it's getting out of that victim mentality. It's getting out of that feeling like, oh, you know, poor me, and why is this happening to me? Five of Pentacles in reverse is actually a pretty decent card in my book. Upright, it signals hardship and financial issues and things like that. But in reverse, things are kind of looking up. And maybe that came through a painful realization. You know, maybe it came through a painful and a conscious thought, right? Excuse me, I'm sorry. So I love that for you. I love that for you because right after the Three of Swords comes the Four of Swords, and that's the healing part. That's the part where you get to rest. And then you couple that with the fact that you have the Seven of Wands in reverse, which to me lets me know that you put your guards down and you're feeling less defensive about life. That kind of makes a lot of sense, right? Let's get I don't know if some of you are sick or stuffy. I wasn't sick. I'm not sick, and all of a sudden I got a cough and I got a stuffy nose out of nowhere, literally out of nowhere. I did not have this like 5 minutes ago. Some of you may be feeling a little sick or stuffy. So let's see, clarify the Seven of Wands in reverse. Nine of Cups. You feel satisfied now. You feel more fulfilled. You feel like, you know what, I've done the work and I'm okay with my decision. I love that. I love that because it's a feeling of, I almost get, this is the like a wish fulfilled card, like your wish is coming true, but I almost get the sense from this card that he feels content, he feels at peace. He's like, I'm okay. I'm okay. I can put my guards down. I don't have to fight all the time. I don't have to defend myself, or there's a lack of a million things coming towards you. Even that could even be a situation where, you know, it's like things are finally looking up. I don't have to deal with this. I can put this wand down and kind of just breathe, and that gives me a sense of peace. My wish has come true. Maybe for some of you, you wanted that stability, whether it's emotional, financial, or just feeling like you don't have a million things coming at you at once. And now you can finally put that down. And I think the catalyst for that was kind of flipping the narrative that you don't have enough, you're out in the cold, no one cares about you, or you're not being, you know, your resources are drying up, whatever the case may be. And that might have been a painful um, realization, but in moving through that, you're allowed to breathe, right? It's almost like the weight comes off your shoulders and you feel so much more satisfied. So that's literally what's coming towards you. If it hasn't come towards you yet, that's what I'm picking up here spiritually. Um, I'm going to leave that here because this was a beautiful reading for you, Libra. I mean, if you have anything more to add, if you want to share anything, the comment section is always open. And I'm always here. I will post more videos as I can throughout the rest of the year. But if this is where we leave you, or this is where I leave you, Libra, take care of yourself. Bye bye.